you don't fit in. And the thing is that you want to fit in, but at the same time, you don't. It's a double-edged sword because you want to be like everybody else and be a part of the group, be a part of the party, have a lot of friends or whatever, or, fit in. But at the same time, when you try to do that and you try to fit in and try to be like everybody else, it doesn't do anything but hurt yourself. You'll be around these people and you'll just think to yourself, what am I even doing here? Why am I even doing this? And it just causes you to be stuck in a cycle, I would say. A cycle of wanting to fit in, but then at the same time not wanting to fit in. Wanting to be alone and being okay with your solitude and your hobbies and your activities that you got going on. And then wanting somebody to reach out to you and wishing that you were popular or something like that. And the thing is that I hate to break it to you, but you're destined to not fit in. You're destined to not fit in. It's not for you. If it was for you, then you wouldn't be going through this conflict. And the better or the sooner you accept that you don't fit in, the better it's going to be for you. And the better it's going to be for you in the long run too. Because if you try to force yourself to fit in and try to force yourself to be that person that people want to hang out with and all that other stuff, it's going to be cool for the moment. Yeah, you'll have people hitting your phone like, yo, what's the move? But in the long run, when it's all said and done, they're just going to disappear like everything else. And then you're back to being on your own with nothing but you and your hobbies. So it's better for you to not fit in and make friends while not fitting in, because let me close my door. Because that will put you in a situation of having a relationship that's more genuine. A relationship that they appreciate you for being. And now my cat wants to get out. See ya. Sorry. And then you get in relationships where they appreciate you for who you are. They appreciate you for the things that you do and how you talk, the hobbies that you're interested in, the things that you talk about, all of those things. They want a part of that because that's who you are, and they want to be friends with you, not the persona that you're trying to put on or the front that you're trying to display for everybody else to make you seem like somebody that is interesting. And the interesting part is that people who try hard to fit in tend to be not as happy, in the long run. It's pretty interesting. You really got to pick your poison. Do you pick the pain of not fitting in, but you get to do whatever you want, and whatever friends you have are people that like you for what you do, but it's not going to be a lot, maybe not at all? Or the pain of fitting in, but you're putting down the things that you want to do, the things that you actually want to do that other people consider weird or different or whatever. And you have a lot more people flocking towards you, but majority of those things are just surface level, and the loyalty is not the highest either. So it's just two different sides of a coin, and by all means, there's nothing wrong with fitting in. Like, if you're just a natural social butterfly and everybody wants to be around you, that's awesome. Kudos to you. This video is not for you, but this video is more for people that are struggling and having a hard time accepting who they are and accepting the outcome, or at least the perceived outcome, because at the end of the day we have no idea what the actual outcome is. If I'm being real with myself, I only really started becoming my full authentic self like 3 months ago. I was always my full authentic self, but I just became even more of my full authentic self. So you need to become your full authentic self, and you need to ask yourself, am I my full authentic self right now, or am I holding myself back because there may be a friend that dislikes this, or there may be my partner that dislikes that? You just really got to ask yourself these questions, because at the end of the day, it's your life and you got to live it. Nobody else is going to live it for you. And so if you live your life for other people, then you ain't live a life. And that's a bar. So you don't fit in. And it's okay to not fit in. I know right now you may feel like you may not find anybody that's going to be interested in your hobbies, or you may feel like your hobbies are weird and everybody would see you as like a nerd or a geek or whatever. And I'm just here to tell you that you'll be surprised on the type of people that you meet, because you never know. If anything, you not fitting in can make you fit in more, or make you more interesting of a person. Let's say you have a person that, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this, but let's say you have a young person. So both these people are 21, right? You got a person that loves to go to the club and likes to dance to music and just have fun with their friends and go out and be a social butterfly. Meanwhile, you have this other person that is very reserved. They're in their house a lot, but they're not in their house just doing whatever. They're in their house fiddling with all these different things, like gadgets, like different hobbies, mountain biking, RC cars, cameras, photos, technology, studying stuff, gaining information. And these two people meet, and it's like, for the person that is a social butterfly, it's like a break from that scene, like, on Fridays you just go out on a bike ride, or you go on a hike or something? Interesting. Like, let me see what's up with that, And then vice versa with the other person, like, on Fridays you go out? You go to clubs and dance to music and stuff? What's that like? Oh, I could show you, you know what I'm saying? It gives an opportunity for people to show their authentic self. However, if you're trying hard to fit in, and let's say like you like a person and they like doing that stuff, they like going to a club and dancing and going out and seeing movies and all that other stuff, so then you try to force yourself to be that person as well, then they're not even really going to be interested in you. You're just some other dude, for real, or some other girl, However, you being 100% yourself, unapologetically, it's gonna do a lot better for you than you think. So continue pushing, have faith in yourself, and have faith in life and what life is gonna bring you. And y'all may not believe in God, but I believe in God. And for those that believe in God, have faith in God. Right now, God is putting you in this position. You're feeling these conflicted emotions for a reason, because you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. You're fitting the pieces of the puzzle together. And right now, it's a whole scramble of pieces. But as you figure out who you are and do what you got to do to work on yourself, eventually it's going to be a whole picture. And it's not just going to be a picture that you can enjoy, but it's going to be a picture that other people, especially when you're yourself unapologetically and you 100% commit to you and what you like to do, it's going to create this picture of you. And you're going to realize it, but to you the picture is just itty bitty. Like you're just an ant. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be an elephant. It depends on how you see yourself. But I'll just go off of what I think. So just see yourself as an ant in a whole spectrum of different animals and all that other stuff. Meanwhile, other people can look at you and look at that picture that you've built and be like, dude, this is a masterpiece. What? Like, I'm interested in this. Let me get to know you. Let me get to know what you do. Because this is beautiful. You know, it's the same thing with people going to the gym. I promise you, majority of the guys that I speak to that look really good and have pretty big muscles and all that other stuff. And that's how I know body dysmorphia is a bitch. Like, really. Because I'll go up to them. I'm like, hey, bro, you looking good, bro. Like, you looking big. Like, I'm trying to get like you for real. Like, obviously not trying to really get like them literally. But they look better than me, you know? So I'm trying to get like you. And majority of the time, they'll be like, oh, nah, bro. Like, me? Like, bro, like, oh, you tripping. Like, you look good. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or I remember I actually talked to one of my gym buddies today. I haven't seen him in a while. But he was wearing the compression shirt, and I haven't seen him in a while, bro. His chest got bigger and stuff. So I came up to him. I was like, yo, dude. Or he came up to me. I didn't even, because I ain't even gonna lie. I was kind of in a mood. And he came up to me saying, what's up, what's up? And I was like, oh, shoot. Like, I was telling him, like, you look good. Like, your chest is big. The joint's hanging out. And he's like, oh, man, you know, it's just the shirt, you know. And so that just goes to show that these people, they'll build this project for so long that they start to undermine it. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, there's people out there that are conceited, and rightfully so to an extent. You know, some people really built that, and then, you know, if I look like that, I'll be the same way. But at the same time, the majority of people, you and me, build something for so long that we start to even question if it looks good. Imagine you're drawing a piece of art, and you've been drawing on that same paper, making little adjustments, little fine lines for the last 3 years. The longer you spend on it, the more you're gonna care about it, but the more you're not really gonna acknowledge how great it is. You know, you're like, yeah, just drawing on the little thing. And then when you're taking a break, somebody else can walk past and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be yourself. You gotta continue to be yourself. Continue to do what you want to do, whether it seems like it's the social norm or not. You need to be yourself. Because at the end of the day, people being themselves is what makes the world, you know? We wouldn't have all these different pieces of technology and all these different singers and YouTubers and communicators, philosophers, scientists, you know, all these different people. We would not have that at all if everybody was trying to fit in. You know what I'm saying? None of that would have existed at all. But because they were so strong in their belief of something, whether they're right or wrong, doesn't matter. They wanted to do what they wanted to do, and some people are unsuccessful, some people were successful, and it's to the point now where we have all these different names of people that we remember them by, like Michael Jackson, amazing singer, amazing artist. He was probably the best artist of all time. This dude really had people fainting at concerts. Not because they were suffocating, but because they laid their eyes on Michael Jackson. And they were like, yo, I'm breathing the same air as this dude. Ugh. You know how many nights Michael Jackson was like, bruh, I do not fit in. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Jordan, crazy basketball player, bro. You know how many days this dude feels like, bro, I feel like I'm... My cat, I'm sorry, guys. Come on, bro, like, make up your mind. But you know how many times this dude look in the mirror and be like, man, I feel like I'm playing basketball too much. Maybe I should do something else. Maybe I should focus on something else. I see other people going out partying and stuff. Maybe I should join them on that. So it's all these people that decided to be themselves now have a giant picture that people can look at. Like now people like, even though Michael Jackson is dead now, rest in peace, people will still look at him to this day. He died how many years ago? It was at least over 10 years by now. Definitely. And people are still listening to his music, still jamming, Thriller, Leave Me Alone, Man in the Mirror. People are still listening to his songs and still enjoying his art because he decided to be different. So you need to decide to be different. Decide to be who you want to be. And the people that are meant for you are going to flock to you. The people that are not meant for you are going to go away from you. And sometimes it's going to be more of people going away than people coming. But eventually, people will come. So don't worry about people. If you're feeling lonely, I don't know, take a trip down to DC and go talk to some strangers. Go to B-Dubs and watch a sports game over there. And talk to whoever is a fan of your team. Go on Facebook. Find some Facebook groups of what you like to do. I actually joined a mountain biking Facebook group. I would like to find something youth because it looks like it's mainly consists of older people. But, hey, we all start somewhere, right? So you need to start somewhere. And just keep going, man. Like, you're doing great. You're doing great. Keep being you. Keep being who you are. And you're going to be okay. It's currently day 40 out of 365. It's crazy we're about to hit 50 days. I'm so very grateful to have you watching this. And I'm very grateful you exist. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed night. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.